Daughters and sons, it's me. How are you? How are you? I'm doing well. Let's talk about Ambitions, one of my favoriteest shows of recent. Not very recent because it was 2020, 2019, 2020. Um, I loved it. Own really screwed the pooch, dropping Ambitions and keeping Queen Sugar. Honey, with when they added the element of white people onto Queen Sugar, it lost me. Lost me. Anyway, Ambitions is an American drama television series created by Jamie Giddens, and Will Packer himself, child, who has done a whole bunch of stuff. And executive produced by Will Packer Productions and Lionsgate Television. Honey, they love the colors over at Lionsgate. The series stars the love of my life, Robin Givens. Honey, why they don't have a picture of Robin Givens? It's ghetto. As the glamorous and powerful Stephanie Carlisle, the wife of Atlanta Mayor Evan Lancaster, child, played by Brian J. White with that long neck. Let's get his picture. Brian J. White. This is a good picture because baby, that neck goes for a while. And Essence Atkins, honey, Atkins, the other love of my life, honey, the Essence Atkins, who has been acting since childhood and has never gone crazy, to our knowledge, as Amara Hughes, a lawyer in the U.S. Attorney's Office who recently relocated to Atlanta, honey. The series premiered on June 18, 2019 on the OWN network, child, the Oprah Winfrey Network. The second half of the first season debuted on OWN November 12, 2019. In January 2020, OWN canceled the series after one season, and that was terrible. And somebody should have picked it up. Netflix. Ambitions explores the sexy, deceitful machinations of love and power and politics in America's hottest urban mecca, Atlanta, Georgia. The action revolves around two intense rivalries. The first has formidable legal eagles, Stephanie Carlisle, played by the Robin Givens, the love of my life, and Amara Hughes, played by Essence Atkins, the other love of my life. It was just drama. Former best friends from Spelman College, which we are all familiar with, hunty, as adversaries, honey, adversaries in both their personal and professional lives, child. At the story's inception, Amara and her husband, Titus Hughes, played by Kendrick Cross, this him right here, pretty handsome. I don't know why everybody got a picture but Robin Givens. It's disrespectful. Moved to Atlanta for a fresh start. Stephanie, who was married to Evan Lancaster, who we already showed was Brian J. White with the neck, the city mayor, is driven to ruin, honey, America's marriage. Amara's. I can't read. Is driven to ruin Amara's marriage over an old conflict over who would become Titus's long-term love interest. The second is between two powerful families, the Carlisles, who own a major law firm, and the Peerfords, who own a large pharmaceutical corporation. Because they had to add some white people. The series features themes such as infidelity, blackmail, stalking, murder, gentrification, racism, and intraracial class stratification and the American opioid crisis, which ground the show in contemporary issues. Unforgettable strivers like Mayor Lancaster's sister and round-the-way diner owner Rondell Lancaster, played by Brayley Evans, who we love. Oh, this is a wonderful picture of Brayley. Yes, honey, because they had her in them ugly faux locks, child, on the show. They could have had my girl looking like this. And his mistress, Mexican-American fashion designer Bella True, played by Erica Page. This round out the ensemble cast of regulars. Here's the casting characters. Robin Givens, who doesn't have a picture. You know what? Let's take a look at Robin Givens because she is, in fact, the love of my life, and we have to see her. The sickening diva herself, child. I hate when you pull up Robin Givens and you have to see Mike Tyson and Brad Pitt. It's just not for me. Anyway, here's Robin Givens, child. the third dairy mother of Black Hollywood, because we know the mother of Black Hollywood is obviously Jennifer Lewis. The second mother of Black Hollywood has to go to the legendary Sheryl Lee Ralph. And then the third mother of Black Hollywood, but you know, the young edition, is Robin Gibbons, who plays everybody's mama on every CW show ever to come out with a Black character. Look at her sickening, Mike aside. Actually, can I cover Mike? Look at this. Wait, let me get over here. Ain't this a cute picture? Hey, it's me and Robin, honey, hanging out. Love to see it. I am a menace to society, but look at my girl. Anyway. Child, anyway, we love my sister Hunty. We love my sister, and she is just that girl, child. And she dated some weird individuals, but we don't judge her for her love choices. Anyway, Essence Atkins as Amara Hughes, Assistant United States Attorney and former friend turned adversary, honey, adversary of Stephanie Lancaster. They had her in just a terrible wig, honey. They had Essence Atkins in a terrible wig, child. It was a curly moment. And then they tried to have Suave swoop in with they had some in product placement, for Suave's natural hair care line, but Amara had on a wig and it just did not come together. And it was a synthetic wig at that. Terrible. Brian J. White, who I told you is the neck of the show, plays Evan Lancaster Sr., Stephanie's husband and the ambitious mayor, honey, ambitious, of Atlanta, Georgia. Kendrick Cross plays Titus Hughes, Amara's husband. And that's pretty much it. I think he might have been a lawyer too. Brayley Evans, who I showed you, sickening moment, but they had her looking toe up. Let's look up Rondell, because Rondell looked at a mess, honey, on the show. Rondell Lancaster. Ambitions. Child, they're not even showing my girl Rondell. I don't even know who these folks are. Maybe if I take Pauline. There she is, child. They had her with these faux locks. It just did not come together. The crochet just in motion, like in stillness, this don't look too bad. In motion, no ma'am. No ma'am, Rondell. No ma'am. While we're here, let's try to find Amara's wig, honey. Since we hear Amara Hughes, girl. Let's Google it, child. Search Google. Child, here we go. It's this wig, honey, or maybe a sew-in. Very likely to be a sew-in. This in action, this whole together was not together. It was not. If they would have gave the girl this, a little ponytail moment with some real, the illusion of real hair, because I can see there's probably a track right in here. But listen, that's not what's important. If they would have gave us that instead of this, child, and then tried to sell us on some Suave. Like, look with your eyes, honey. They tried to sell us a bill of goods, and I ain't buying. Look at this. Look at it. It ain't even clear, and it's a mess. Child, they had my girl out here looking toe down, trying to sell Suave. Terrible. Absolutely terrible. And Erica Page as Bella True, a fashion design. Oh, wait. As Evan Lancaster's older sister. Rondell was, the owner of Thelma's place. Thelma was their long deceased mother. Bella True was a fashion designer. She is one of Evan's lovers and the mother of his illegitimate son, child, who was just always there. Christina Kirkman played Lori Pearfort, a white girl who was smart and challenging daughter of Hunter Pearfort, who works in PR. Stephen Williams plays Stephen Carlisle, child, and we know Stephen Williams when we see his face. We know, let's not look up Stephen Carlisle, but let's look up Stephen himself, Williams. because we know his face. Him. Honey, he better dangle that earring. Oh, yes. I know that's right. Dangle that earring, honey. Dangle it. Dangle. Yes. You better dangle. I don't know who this is, but you better dangle. I know that's right. Child, finna give me some dangles. Brian Bosworth as Hunter Purefoy, another white man who is a savvy pharmaceutical magnate who is in the throes of combating a class action suit brought by the powerful Carlisle law firm family. Dina Dill as Juniper Purefoy, Hunter's wife, who I don't even remember. Gino Anthony Pesci. Did Dina have a picture? No. As Greg Peters, an aggressive, self-confident real estate developer who is trying to Rondell to sell. An aggressive, self-confident real estate developer who's trying to Rondell to sell. Him in the family restaurant so he can use the block in an upcoming development plan. Let me read it again. An aggressive, self-confident real estate developer who's trying to Rondell to sell. Him the family restaurant so he can use the block in the upcoming development plan. Alexander Molzak plays Damian Collins, who was cute but crazy. I don't know why they don't have his description, child, but he not this white man, child. Ooh. Ambitions. Let's look. This man who I think when he on Insecure, he was somewhere, child. He is beautiful. That is a beautiful, he almost too beautiful. Very picturesque. Anyway, I think he might have done went with, child, look at the drama and the scandal. She got that gun on neck. Oh, neck, she up on him with the gun, child. I know that's right. Anyway, yeah, he's almost too pretty. But anyway, I think he had an affair with Amara. And then he lost his mind, child. Kayla Smith. And I think his character had an affair with her in the last city that they lived in, but then they had to move to Atlanta for a fresh start. And then he came too. Kayla Smith plays Carly Lancaster, Stephanie Evans, smart, determined daughter, a theater major. Yes, y'all remember when I did my ambitions reviews, honey, and I talked about her being a theater major at Spelman College, honey. Let's look her up. She was pretty. Let's search the Google. I know this finna pull up just any and everybody, honey. Kayla Smith is just the regularest name, but here she is, honey. Gorgeous. See, beautiful. Child, beautiful. Now her character, because they don't say it here, but I'm gonna tell you the tea. Her character was going with Lori, Christina Kirkman. Girl, she was on all that. Okay. Sure. Yeah, them characters were going together. I don't know why I don't say it here. Donna Biscoe played Irene Perkins Carlisle, Stephanie's mother, who I thought was Aunt Vi. Let's pull up, because she looked just like Aunt Vi to me. Honey, she got a good gift going around on Twitter. I can't remember which one it is. I think she laughing and she bald-headed, but this her. And in action, she looked like Aunt Vi. In these pictures, she really don't. But in action, it's like, girl, is that Aunt Vi? But it ain't. Aunt Vi from Queen Sugar. Tony Vaughn as Evan Senior Lancaster. Senior. Evan and Rondell's father, who founded Thelma's Place, child. Let's look him up because we know his face as well. There he is. That's Granddaddy. Child, not this picture. Anyway, girls, we know him. We know Tony. He's been around for a long time. Lana Young is Inez Trujillo. Bella's mother, who works at Thelma's Place, honey, and it's like, girl, my daughter is just mad. She's nuts. Brienne Cordero as Daphne Manning, a member of Evan Lancaster City Administration and mistress. I don't even remember her. Andrew Rush as Alex with an I and an X, honey. Evan Lancaster's personal security detail, who I don't remember. Felicia Terrell as Marilyn Barnes, Stephanie and Amara's sorority sister and a philanthropist. And she was tall. That's all I remember. And E. Roger Mitchell, him, he's been in a lot of stuff. He's been in a pretty good amount of stuff. Marvin Barnes, Marilyn's husband and owner of Beta New Electric. And then Maria Legarda as Perla, Bella's jealous friend. Now, these other episodes, we won't be going through all of this. We have things to do, honey, but you can go on to the website when you want to, or you can pause at your own leisure and read it as you will. But as for me, not me. Here's production. You can read that whenever you want to as well. And casting, you can read that when you want to. You can pause it right now. Pause. And read it up, child. Anyway, that was Ambitions. OWN really did me wrong. I stopped watching OWN after they canceled Ambitions, to be quite honest with you. But yeah, I loved the show. I wish it were still on air. It was a chance to see Robin Gibbons every week, honey. It was just good for me. It was good for me. Anyway, let me know what TV shows you want to talk about. Like, comment, subscribe, and all the things the YouTubers say. And I'll catch y'all in the next week, honey. We talking about, who we talking? Oh, we talking about some comedy shows for the next 3 weeks, child, at least. I'll catch y'all. Peace.